Hi, my name is Elijah Brown. I'm a college freshman and I've been an explainer at the New York Hall of Science for about 3 years now. And as an explainer, it means I get to be a part of the science career ladder, which gives students like me exposure to the STEM field by allowing us to facilitate on the museum floor, but also talking to wonderful STEM professionals. So can you guys tell me a little bit about who you are and what you do?
I am Stephanie Saplicki. I am Boingo's Director of Account Management. I am responsible for and own Boingo's relationship with our venue partners.
My name is Avelina Williams. I am a field engineer in the Northeast region, primarily responsible for a majority of the New York venues. My role is to maintain and respond to any network issues, outages, not limited to installations, densifications, variously anything that needs to be handled or upgraded for the network infrastructure on site.
So how did you become a director of account management?
I became a Director of Account Management more through my career path. So in high school, I really gravitated toward and excelled in math and science. So I decided that I was going to study engineering in college. I was interviewing for a lot of entry-level mechanical engineering positions, and I actually found when I was looking through different job opportunities a role in consulting, and actually ended up working with Boingo directly for a consulting role, kind of as a third party, and then found my way to be an account manager.
That's really interesting. And how did you become a field engineer?
I was originally interested in audio engineering, and I went to school, got my degree in audio engineering after actually searching for some time for a school that gave a degree in doing that line of work. And in the end, I actually became a telecommunications technician by way of a lot of various different installation jobs. Then I became a field engineer, which pretty much encompasses all of those skills that I've learned in signal flow from audio engineering, electrical engineering prior to that, and all specified through telecommunications. It shocked me that my skills were that much transferable over to an entirely different industry.
I think it's becoming a bit more popular, but careers in IT, telco, I mean, that was never something that I was exposed to growing up in high school and even in college. So having that experience has been really interesting, and I wish there was a bit more visibility to it earlier on.
I also did not, I wasn't really aware of the robust nature of telecommunications until I got out into the workforce. Electrical engineering is probably the gateway to a majority of that.
So you both come from very different fields, and I wanted to know, how does a particular STEM discipline apply to what you do?
Electrical engineering and math, as it still is a pain in my side, were the two most relevant to my career path. It's all electrical signal flow. So definitely electrical engineering.
For myself, certainly mechanical engineering, but I think certainly for me on the technology side and looking forward, the rate at which technology refreshes is just so fast now. It's certainly really important in our industry to stay on top of the latest and greatest technologies. So I think the just technology in general is something that is in my day-to-day for my career and in this position as well.
That's really great to hear. And I really resonate with Avelino's point about math being a pain. I'm a computer science major who struggles with math as well. So.
Yes, math is a pain. Wait till they tell you that you need to do an equation that takes 3 hours by hand, and then a year or two later teach you how to use MATLAB.
That's true. I would say try and treat math like it's another language you're going to learn, and find other people that speak it fluently. It's going to be around.
That's great advice. And it does lead us into our next question. What is some advice you would give to someone who's breaking into the field that you're in now?
I would say follow your instincts and your passion. And if something is exciting to you and you're driven to do it, continue to do it. I think it's really important to listen to yourself and what you like and what you're driven for and follow that path.
I think that's where you kind of find your career path, get exposure to multiple forms of science and technology. and pay attention to which one really resonates with you, whichever it is, and simply take it from there. Once you begin to investigate why you like something so much, you're bound to find something else that excites you just as much. If possible, try and see if you make it a hobby. If it's something that, you know, you might be intimidated by, or it's your first time trying out, you're not sure.
And I think evaluating that consistently and making sure that what you're doing is what you like to be doing, because it might start out that way and then you get to a point where you're deciding that you don't really like this anymore, and you need to pay attention to that too. I think that's really important for overall happiness, but also growing your career.
Oh yeah, one last piece of advice. If you get good at something, be prepared to do it a lot.